In this video, I'm going to react to NHRA crashes and engine explosions. Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. This is the place where I react to music, media, sports, anime, anything related to popular culture. I'll watch it with an open mind and give you my 100% honest reaction to it. And if you could please hit that like button early, I'd really appreciate it. Finally, I get round to reacting to NHRA. This is another one that's been really high on my list for such a long time, but I don't know, for reasons, maybe me trying to keep the rotation healthy, trying to react to different things. From what I know from Google Images is that these vehicles rather, because they just look like unlike anything I've ever seen ever. They almost look like for anyone who's watched Star Wars or is a fan of Star Wars, the fighters, you know, those fighter jets that they use sometimes in Star Wars with the X-wings, I think they're called. They kind of remind me of that. They like NHRA cars, you know, they're very angular. They've got really sort of cool geometrics, and they're just really unique looking cars. And from what I understand, these cars are insanely fast. They've got ridiculous amounts of horsepower. They're capable of just reaching astonishing speeds, like, you know, 300 plus miles an hour from what I understand. So yeah, this is going to be super cool. Let's go. This is going to be my reaction to NHRA crashes and engine explosions. Let's do it. Man, look at the acceleration. Oh, goodness me. Whew.
That engine has been leveled.
Whoa. The acceleration on that car on the right was
immediately wondering, just like the rest of us, what just happened?
What happened there? Look, okay, so the car on the left, it's going, but then you can see the exhaust.
The beginning of the end right there is the car loses traction, so that means the engine is revving up. All of that fuel volume is going into the motor. It's really not designed to rev up beyond 10,000 RPM. It probably did.
10,000 RPM.
Whether it was a broken camshaft or something in the valve train, but there was some serious damage done to this engine.
Well, I hear the claps from the New England Dragway faithful that let me know that Terry McMillan has gotten out.
It doesn't look like
this major concussion. Destruction rarely seen in the NHRA. That view takes me back to a major explosion from Doug Herbert at the finals out in Pomona in the late 90s.
You gotta wonder, is he okay? Because that thing must have
as volatile as these
pushed him
engines
so
can be. We
hard
have to go
forward,
back a
you
long
know.
way. We've had some explosions. Our fans are protected. The driver is very well protected. They can get out and walk away, just like Terry is right now. But the damage is mostly in that motor. So I'm sure that team is going to take a close
looks fine.
look
He looks
to
okay.
pinpoint exactly what happened,
engine explosion has got to be
and not allow it to
probably
happen.
the worst thing to happen. Oh! Holy smokes! I wonder what causes the engines to explode like this. Man, look at that. Look how fast it is, though.
Boom at the finish line.
Wow.
Richie Crampton at the end of a 382, 296 mile an hour run.
296 miles an hour. Oh, goodness.
Tommy Johnson spins him and goes kablooey. Watch this again. Smoke the tires from the back of the car.
This is insane. Look at the way the bonnet, the hood of the car just pops. Just splits in half.
Well, I guess it did break in the middle of the hood, and then it all kind of just settled back down as it went down the racetrack.
That was crazy.
I got to believe a little further down track, and that would have turned into a whole bunch of Make-A-Wish confetti. As it is, I believe it's going to be a
296 miles an hour is just mind-bogglingly fast.
Car again, right there,
mind-bogglingly. I know that obviously you have some production cars these days, you know, Veyrons, Koenigsegg's. I believe the McLaren P1 as well can reach 250. Oh, goodness.
Smokes the tires and smacks the wall. 494 for Courtney. But John's car gets sideways and takes this big hit into the wall. About
being in that car, being in that car and feeling that explosion behind you, Just look. So he veered to the right and then
wham.
just slammed into that wall, that concrete wall there. Damn, man.
See John fighting it, trying to get it off the wall, and it just keeps fighting its way right back over there.
Yeah, he's trying to get it off. You can clearly see the front of the car's trying to point in the other direction, but...
Right there you see Courtney smoke the tires, and she's out of it, and then the camera should swing over and pick up the peak machine.
Wow. Wow. Whew. What do you do in that scenario? You just try and get the car to come to a stop, or do you try and, get to the end of the track? I imagine you want to get to the end of the track, right?
All of a sudden has another issue. That is a big hit.
Jeez.
Where it picks up.
That is scary.
All four wheels.
Is he all right?
5-year-old Bruce Allen in the right lane. Kenny Koretsky in the left lane in one of the most horrific crashes we have ever seen.
Oh God. Oh, no.
What happened here, Mike? Well, what happened was Bruce Allen in the right-hand lane got the car a little bit loose, and it moved over towards Wall out of the groove. When he went to correct,
my God.
it was basically with no downforce. It rotated the rear end of that race car around, trying to spin it out. And then when he hits the rubber in the middle of the racetrack, he tips it up on his side. Kenny Koretsky is basically
T-bones
him, and just a horrific accident right there.
Oh,
you can see it. You can hear how violent this crash really was. That's wife Debbie, Bruce's wife, as they headed for the far end of the racetrack. One of the best signs we had was immediately, there's Kenny Koretsky climbing out. Now, they did transport Kenny for observation. He has bumps and bruises. There's Bruce Allen in the light flight helicopter on his way to the hospital.
Jeez.
Ironically, this is Bruce's hometown.
In 2006, at the Thunder Valley Nationals in Bristol, Tennessee, Corey McLenathan and the Fram team learned this lesson firsthand. In the second qualifying session, Corey lines up, hoping to secure a position by laying down his quickest elapsed time of the day. The tree turns green, and Corey launches.
just look at the flames coming out. They look beautiful,
But in drag racing, things can change in a heartbeat.
Oh God, what happened? What happened? Jesus!
You have those somewhat moments in your lifetime that are just like, holy, I can't believe this is going to happen. This one's going to hurt. Up over 300 miles an hour.
300 miles an hour.
And the frame breaks in half behind the driver.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Woo!
At 300 miles an hour, the frame is flexing in multiple directions from the 5G acceleration and 2 tons of downforce generated by the rear wing. Suddenly, it reaches its breaking point.
Oh.
It fractures directly behind the cockpit, triggering an emergency deployment of the parachute.
I go from looking on the track, getting ready to pull the chutes, to looking straight
Goodness
down,
me, this is
sparks,
scary, dude.
I knew at that point,
This
I'm
is
in trouble.
terrifying.
Chute ripped the car in half, sent me into the wall backwards, and we figured about 122 G impact into the wall backwards.
122 G's into the wall. Holy smokes. The guys who take part in NHRA, you are some brave dudes. You get my applause. You have my respect. When you're traveling at those speeds, anything over 100 miles an hour, you know, any kind of crash or whatever, dangerous. 200 miles an hour, extremely dangerous, probably fatal. 300 miles an hour, just, I don't even need to finish the sentence for you. Unbelievable. Just, I'm almost lost for words, honestly. I'm lost for words. NHRA cars, beautiful cars. You know, you have to imagine, for an engine to be able to produce the amount of thrust, you know, the amount of power to reach those speeds, that engine is going to be so, when it is pushed to that limit, everything is working at its maximum output. The temperatures in there are super high. You know, all of the materials are probably near or reaching their melting points. You know, so the slightest variance or mishap or anything that goes wrong could just be catastrophic. Wow, my mind is blown. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe and turn on bell notifications, and keep throwing the recommendations my way. I know I say it all the time, but they genuinely help me out, because if I know you enjoy watching something, I'll definitely enjoy reacting to it. So like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications, keep throwing the recommendations, and I'll catch you in the next one.